Let them speak. Review patterns 1 to 35. Please repeat or answer. Is the girl that is with the man his daughter? How many minutes have they been standing there? Who else will be coming to see the show they're at? Did the girl standing there ask her father to bring her here so that she could see it? What part of the bikes does it look like they decided to take off the bikes? Did he take a picture of the art piece they're looking at with the phone he has in his hand? Is this what the girl standing there wanted to show her father? Was she able to figure out how they put it together? Are there ever a lot of bikes? Was it made by someone she knows? Was it all put together before they got there? Is anyone else coming to see this? Did she tell you she had seen this before with some friends she knows? Where in the world did they get all of the bikes they used to build this? Could you have put all of this together if you were by yourself? How long do you think it took them to join all of the bikes? It must have taken them at least 4 hours to put this all together. I wonder if they are going to give away the bikes right after the exhibit ends. Are any of them interested in spinning the bike wheels? Does the museum care if they touch the bikes that are in front of them? If they touch the bikes, would they fall over? I bet she feels like touching the bikes. He must be waiting to see someone he knows. What is it he's been doing while he's been waiting? Do you have any idea what puzzle he's working on? Are they ever hard to finish? Is that what you enjoy doing when you're waiting for someone? Is that what he's been doing ever since he sat down there? Does he need to wear the glasses he has on to see what he's doing? Are these puzzles printed every day in the paper he buys? If he can't figure out the puzzles, does he have to wait for tomorrow until the newspaper comes out? Who else do you see sitting at his table? How can you tell this is a place where you can get something to drink? If you were there sitting with him, what would you order to drink? What is it that he said he'll be ordering to drink? Would they let him sit there a long time if he didn't order anything to eat or drink? If the other person he plans on meeting doesn't show up, will he end up going home? Doesn't it seem like he's been waiting a long time? Were you told when was the last time he met his friend that he's waiting for? Will he make his friend buy something to eat since they're late? How do you feel if you aren't able to meet somebody on time? Can he finish the puzzle he's working on by the time his friend comes? Did he tell you that it doesn't matter if he has to wait as long as his friend comes? Is there something he needs to tell him that is important? Was all of the meat cut by the guy working there? Has he ever cut up a lot of meat? I imagine that he has to concentrate a lot so that he doesn't cut himself. Would you be able to do this if he asked you to come to work at his shop? Have you been asked to do that? What he's doing is much too hard for me to do. He must have a lot of customers that come every day to buy the meat he winds up cutting. Has he got a lot more to do before going home today? Where had he bought the knife he's using? It sure does look big. Has the meat he just cut begun to go bad? Is anyone helping him to cut up the meat? Did he tell you he plans to keep on doing this even if it gets hot inside the shop that he's working at? Should someone have come to pick up some of the meat that he has cut? Does he put the meat he's selling in the bags that you see hanging from the bar? Did he say he wishes he had a big freezer so he could put the meat in after he cuts it? Where he works tends to get hot during the summer. Does he have something he can weigh the meat on just before selling it? How long has it been since you bought meat at a place like this? Did you happen to drop by there any time this week? If you had to buy something to cook for dinner, would you go to a place like this? Do you think the meat he offers is cheaper than the food you find in a grocery store? Is he thinking of going home just as soon as he finishes cutting the meat you see here? Where is it that the guards used to watch the prisoners? Was the fence made by the prisoners that lived there? I doubt anyone could get over that fence alive. It must have been terrible to live there. Is that where they kept people during World War II? How is it that they kept people from escaping? What is it that they put on the fences to keep people away? If you had touched the electric wires, would you have died? They must not have cared if the people there died or not. It didn't matter if people were innocent. That is where they kept them. Did the people living in the camps find it unbearable to live there? What were they put in there for? Were they beaten if they didn't follow the rules? What else would they do if they didn't like what you were doing? I don't understand how they could do that to other people. Even though people were innocent, would they still send people here to die? If you had known these camps existed, what would you have done? Right after the war ended, did they let all of the prisoners that were still living leave? Did they have difficulty finding their families just after they were released? Don't you wish they hadn't had to suffer like that? Did most of the people that were there find it impossible to recover completely? Do you happen to know who she is? Is she sitting on the porch of the house where she's been living? Doesn't it seem like she's talking to someone on the phone? Does she seem to care if you can overhear what she's saying? Don't you wish you could hear what the other person is telling her? All I'm able to hear is what she's saying. Have you figured out who she's talking to? As long as you are there, is she going to continue talking on the phone? Do you find that impolite? Isn't there any chair available so she can sit more comfortably? Doesn't she care if there is a chair to sit on or not while she's talking on the phone? She may as well just sit there if she feels uncomfortable. She may as well just sit there if she feels comfortable. Right after she finishes talking, what do you think she'll probably do? Is this where she lives, or is it where she's been visiting? Did you ask her if she had been there before? Were you told she had been invited by a friend to come and enjoy dinner there? How often did she say she gets to see her friend that lives there? Do you get to meet both of them whenever you're in town? What all is it that you usually end up talking about? I bet that all you talk about is your boyfriends that you've known for years. Did she tell you that she doesn't care if you go out with her boyfriend to dinner without her? Do you ever dance with her boyfriend, even when she's with him? Is this where his friends told him to go to find out about the secret? Was the door closed even before he got there? Would you be afraid to go inside if you had been with him? If you went up and touched his shoulder, would he start to scream? Would it be easy to run away if he saw something that scares him? I don't get why he came here alone, since it seems so scary. Did he tell you who else he was supposed to be coming here with? He must have been very brave to come here without someone he knows. Where he's going is an ancient temple that is near his home. Would he be able to see better if he opened the door? What is it that he thought he would see when he came here? Don't you wish you could have been there with him? If he happened to see someone scary, would he begin screaming? Shouldn't he have come here with someone else? Is that place ever frightening? I bet the next time he comes to find things here, he'll be coming with people bigger than him. Has he figured out what is behind the door he is standing in front of? There is no point going in there by himself. Do you think he has something he needs to get on the other side of the door? If his mother knew what he was doing, what would she have done? Is there another way that the boy can get past the door he is trying to look through? Were the fish hung up here so that other people could see what he caught? Are the most expensive fish the ones that are on the ends? Why is it that he's using the water hose? Were the fish caught from the boat he owns? What all does he plan on doing with the fish he caught? Are those hooks the fish are hanging from ever huge? Did you ask him if he was thinking of selling any of the fish he has here? If you could buy fish here, would it be cheaper than buying it in the store? Did you have the chance to catch fish as big as the ones you see here? It must have taken a lot of time to catch all of the fish there. Is that where he puts all of the fish he catches right after coming back from fishing? I imagine that he had other people that helped him catch these fish. I doubt if he would have been able to catch all of these by himself. Does it look like he's wearing those rubber pants so that he doesn't get wet? Would he have worn those pants while he had been fishing? I wonder if the bigger fish are more delicious than the smaller ones you see in this picture. Does he get to catch fish a lot around where he lives? How big is the boat he used to go out to catch all of these fish? How much would you give him to buy one of those red fish hanging there? Don't you wish you could go out fishing with him the next time you have a day off? Were you able to find out how he was able to catch all of those fish? Does that ever look hard to do? Is the rug made all by hand? That must take a long time to learn how to do. Are they ever talented? How else could you make this kind of rug they're making? What do you think they're talking about while making this? Have you decided to buy this rug right after they finish making it? Is this something that they have to do every day together? If one of them gets sick, who else would be able to help them make it? Does it matter what side of the rug they all sit on at the time they make it? If they ran out of thread, would they stop making it? There is nothing they could do but wait to get more thread. Do you think that the thread they're using was bought at the local market? They must have learned how to do this since they were really young. Where all in the world do they tend to make rugs like this? Is this the best way to make rugs? Who is it that gives them the patterns they're making? How can they tell which color thread they're supposed to use? Which one of the girls seems to be working the fastest? Does the girl who works the fastest get more money than the ones that are a little slower? Would one person be able to make this rug? Did they tell you that they had to keep working until 6:15 this evening? Which one of them said they'd rather be at home watching TV? Do you think the table was set just before they got there? Has the food they ordered come yet? How long did they say they've been waiting for their food? Did they say they didn't care if they had to wait a long time to get their food? Did they say they had a lot to talk about? Is this where they like coming when they just want to relax? I suspect that the children that they had don't live with them anymore. Is the wine they're drinking made near where they live? I guess that she bought the shirt he's wearing. What else do you think she winds up buying for him all the time? How can you tell that no one else is going to come to eat with them? If someone they happen to know came in, would they move to one of the other tables so that they could eat together? Did they tell you it's been 40 years since they got married? Were you told what he got her for their 40th anniversary? Would they look a lot younger if they decided to dye their hair? Did he tell you that he told his wife it's okay if she doesn't dye her hair? I have a feeling that they really don't care if they look older. Did they tell you that it isn't something that they worry about? There is no point trying to look younger than you really are. They must be comfortable with who they are. Is he someone you would like to have lunch with? If you did go out to eat together, where would you be interested in going with him? Is that where you like going when you really get hungry? Did he tell you that he had nothing to do this afternoon? Is where he's at a place you've been to before? How often do you have the opportunity to meet this guy? Does it look like he's excited to meet you? Is there any way you can make him happier? Did you ever figure out why it is that he doesn't seem to trust you anymore? Had he been sad even before you happened to see him today? Don't you wish he would at least try to smile sometime? It doesn't matter how much you try. He always seems to be disappointed. If you bought ice cream to give to him, would that make any difference? What else could you do for him that would make him begin smiling? Don't you find it difficult to talk to him when he is like this? When was the last time you saw him enjoy being with other people? He must have had a lot of experiences that were hard. I bet if he shaved, he would feel a lot better. Have you got any idea what it is that he looks forward to doing right after you leave? There is no sense trying to make him talk about things now. You may as well leave him alone.